All right, check it out. This video right here is for anybody who has ever graduated from something. Like if you've graduated from high school, from college, grad school, you got your PhD, you got an online certification, you got your trades degree, trade certification, whatever. If that's you, then this video is for you. My question is, now that you've graduated, now that you're done with school, no matter what age you are right now, what are you getting your degree in now? What is your major now? See, I graduated from college with my undergrad degree in 2009. I love the topic that I majored in so much that halfway through college, I started to keep my Black history books. I kept all my other history books too because I love the knowledge I had. And also too, I might spend $100 on a book and get back like $2. So that played a part too. But anyway, I kept these books because most of them I hadn't read all the way through. And I was just enamored with what I didn't know. See, college for me did what education is supposed to do for kids all across the world. It's supposed to introduce you to topics, pique your curiosity, and it's supposed to make you think differently. And it should make you leave that course in that class and say, wow, what else don't I know? Now I'm on a lifelong pursuit to figure that out. Life is a wonderful journey. Education is a wonderful journey. It does not begin in school and it doesn't end in school. The reason why I'm thinking about this now, besides the fact that I almost graduated from college 10 years ago and I still love learning, is I just recently bought a book. And look, I'm a podcast listener, an avid podcast listener. So much I probably say I attended podcast university. I'm always listening, taking notes, whatever, right? And I was listening to one in particular podcast, and this guy mentioned a book that he recommended people to read. And I was like, dang, I meant to get that book some years ago. So what did I do? I went to Barnes & Noble, found the book. Lo and behold, it was right next to another book I said I wanted to get last year. So I walk out the bookstore with two books, and now I'm reading them both at the same time, right? And I'm really that type of dude in the bookstore. You might be that dude in Walmart or Target. You go in there with a list of 5 things, walk out with 20. That's how I am in the bookstore. So I was just excited, the same excitement I felt when I was younger, and I would go to like KB Toys. How many of y'all remember that? Or Toys R Us. Or whatever, and buy that new toy and play with it all day, or go to Sam Goody or Coconuts or Best Buy, buy that new CD and play it all day. That's how I feel now at 30 with new books, because I love learning. And even though I graduated 10 years ago, I promise you, I've learned more outside of school and outside of college than I did in, because I'm always listening to something. And the YouTube algorithm is always going to introduce me to something new based on a topic I previously watched. So again, the question I have for you, because I know you're smart and I know you have goals in mind, but maybe you forgot this. Again, what are you majoring in now? If you graduated at 20, 21, 22, and let's say you live to like 80-ish, hopefully you have more years than that, but that could be 60 more years without school. But the world is constantly changing. Imagine how we advanced from just 2000 to 2010. So what are you learning? What are you teaching yourself? How are you being an asset to yourself and somebody else? If you're not using this brain right here, this muscle, it's going to wither away the same way that bicep is going to wither away, the same way that that max is going to diminish when you stop lifting and doing your bench presses, Because here's the truth. I don't care what you think, man. I'm telling you the truth right now. Even if you don't have a degree in teaching, you are still a teacher to at least one person in your life, or one person in this world. Even if you have not enrolled in school in the past year or 2, 3, whatever, 15, 20 years, you are still a student to everything you come in contact with, anybody you talk to, everybody you encounter, everything you watch or listen to. We have a big misconception, and the misconception is that you have to be in school to learn. Let's change that. So I'm going to say this one more time to everybody that graduated from high school, college, grad school, trade school, got your professional degree, your doctorate, PhD, whatever. What are you majoring in now? And what are you getting your degree in now?